entrepreneurship frameworks. The first framework is called 2 phases: the opportunity recognition and pursuit of opportunity. Opportunity recognition is about finding the gap in the market, basically the problem that needs to be solved. Once you recognize the opportunity, then the second phase is pursuit of that opportunity through capital and resource people and organizations. The framework 2 is Byers, Dorf and Nelson Technology Venture. It is a straightforward method, starting with vision definition to creating strategy and execution. It is also called Stanford Venture Model. Next, we have Salman's concept of fit, the business plan framework. It consists of 4 core categories that define your business plan, starting with people, team gathering, identifying capabilities, attitude and reputation. Then resources, financial, physical and intellectual, etc. Then we have opportunity recognition, targeted customer and strategy, and business model generation. The last one is deal. In deal, we have risks and rewards, incentives and ownership. The framework 4 is Komisar's 3 questions VC. This is again the straightforward but extraordinary. Here are the 3 questions: hitting the big market, winning strategy, and excellent team. Ask these questions whether your startup fits in that or no. Here is actually the relevant book. The 5th framework is risk reduction cycle. Mostly the innovative startups fall in this framework. It is a risk cycle, starting with capital risk, market risk, technology risk, and team risk. For example, if you have an idea that is innovative and new to market, you might have technology risk or market risk. The 6th framework is crossing the chasm. There is whole theory behind this. You may read about it. This is the chasm and it defines the different stages. This one is actually my favorite. So here is the start. Every new startup falls in this stage before the chasm. In the start, we have innovators, techies, early adopters, and visionaries, the people who are ready to adopt something new. Then there comes the chasm. We have to cross this chasm to reach the tornado. We will discuss in detail about this in the coming lecture. Let's move towards the next framework, and that is Blank's customer focused. As the name suggests, it is customer centered, developing everything with the customer mindset. Start with customer needs and problem identification, verifying the customers and sale plan generation, then develop user demand, and in the last, creating marketing and sales plan. The point is, get out of the building and talk directly with customers, users, and partners. The framework 8 is Kaplan's startup race. There are 4 categories, starting with founding. An entrepreneur is to begin with the vision and shares of stock in the new business. Founding is the start of the journey, so the entrepreneur trades stock for ideas, money, and people. The second is the seed stage, the funding stage. Venture capitalists provide capital in return for stock and share. Employees join via friends and associates in return for cash, salary, and stock options. Here, ideas become the intellectual property which represents the initial value of the company. The 1-point summary is the future growth is delayed until milestones are reached and risk of failure is reduced. The third stage is the growth stage. In this, more money and people are obtained. The value has been successfully created in this stage. The last stage is the exit stage. This is the IPO stage where you open offerings your shares. Entrepreneurs, investors, and employees can cash in stock for money. Here, a viable company has been created or expanded. The end point is company balances earning cash, taking investments, and spending cash to create value. The last of 9th framework is effectuation. Saras D is the opposite of the Stanford venture model. Starting with the execution, considering what resources do I have and what can I do with them. Moving towards strategy and the vision identification. Read more about all these and find the framework that defines your startup or concept.